What's up, y'all? It's Nobody, aka the Global Darkskin Ambassador, with another Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 4 Theory and Prediction, y'all. Let's talk about Tariq, let's talk about Tommy, and let's talk about Black Dahlia, which is about to be the hottest drug in the streets within the Power universe, within the season, but definitely within a season or two. Now, my theory and prediction is that Tariq may end up going to visit Tommy to get some advice. He's gonna, of course, have Brayden with him. He's gonna be thinking about ways to make money in order to win the war that he's in. I believe that Tommy is not gonna rush to help Tariq within this war. He's gonna say, hey, listen, buddy, you make your own decisions. You've been making your own decisions for a long time. Nobody told you to shoot your father. You did that. Nobody told you to get involved in the streets. You did that as well. You're going to have to save your own behind on this. But I do believe that Tommy may give him some startup money. Tommy may give him a couple bricks off the strength and say, hey, listen, you take this, you bubble back up. But Tariq is going to feel like he isn't making enough money. He's not going to make enough money. This is going to be at a point in time where he feels like his trust fund is gone forever, even though it's pretty much inevitable that either Simon Stern or RSJ would be able to pull some strings. Maybe even Tate. Maybe even he may owe Tate a favor, but one of these three powerful men within the Power universe will be able to help Tariq get his money back. However, before that becomes a reality, Tariq is going to feel like he needs some money. And I think if you start out Ghost Season 4 and you have Tariq and Brayden meet Tommy somewhere, or maybe even they end up going to Chicago since they was driving at the end of that episode anyway, you're going to have it to where Tommy is probably going to tell Tariq what he's been up to. Tariq's going to have questions. The subject of Dahlia may or may not come up. Maybe Tommy never brings up Dahlia at all. Maybe while Tariq is in Chicago, maybe he meets JP's son and they have a discussion about it. Somehow, some way it's gonna come across Tariq's radar. Maybe even Tommy goes out of his way to make sure that Tariq doesn't even know about Dahlia, because he's not rocking with Dahlia and he's not gonna want his nephew rocking with something that he's not rocking with. But somehow, some way, Black Dahlia will find Black Dahlia will find itself within the hands of Tariq's organization. So here's where things could get tricky, right? I believe that at some point, whether it's JP or someone else, someone is going to cut a bad batch of Dahlia. And we're gonna see crack era levels of disparity go on after Black Dahlia. We may see, I think they're gonna make it real nasty. I think the kickback from doing the bad batch of Dahlia, not only are people gonna die, but I think it's gonna look gruesome. It's gonna look bad. You know what I'm saying? And Dahlia is gonna become this big, huge thing. And Tariq is not gonna understand. And when Tariq brings up Black Dahlia to Tommy, Tommy is gonna say, yo, listen, don't touch that shit. It's bad for you. It's gonna cause a lot of problems. And he, like I said, he's gonna offer Tariq some money. He may give Tariq some cocaine, may give Tariq some pills, whatever. Or maybe Tommy would be too busy to help Tariq out at all, besides give him a couple words of advice and encouragement, maybe give him a couple guns, things of that nature, right? Maybe, just maybe, Tariq, being very curious about Dahlia, maybe he comes across Jannard. Maybe he comes across anyone else in Chicago, right, who has connections to Tommy in some kind of way. I don't think he's going to run into any of the Flins. I don't think it's going to get that complicated. But somehow, some way, Tariq is going to get his hands on Dahlia. He's going to bring it back to New York. He's going to try to bubble. I think he's going to see how it moves. He's going to see that the drug is going to get lit. He's going to go to a couple college parties. He's going to see it do what it do. He's gonna run out. He's gonna be like, I need some more. He probably gonna reach out to Tommy. Tommy gonna say, I told you not to touch that. You know I'm not helping you, right? Do you understand what's gonna happen, right? Somehow, some way, Tariq may end up finding somebody who could cut the drug and make their own kind of Dahlia. And this could be a similar situation to Raising Kanan, when Kanan did whatever he did to the crack and the crack killed like 5 people, right? Which is another like unspoken about thing to where, you know, like on the low, Kanan is already responsible for like 5-6 bodies, right? So far in the series. But anyway, Tariq will find someone to cut the Dahlia and make their own version. And from that point on, the overdosing and the bad effects that come from cutting the wrong Dahlia, cutting Dahlia the wrong way, it's gonna get hectic. And this is what is going to be the beginning of Blanca Rodriguez, Jr., Jenny, the whole police department building this big, super huge federal case in connection to New York and Chicago, Black Dahlia. I think Blanca Rodriguez is going to be the first person to say, hey, well, Black Dahlia started in Chicago. I know Tommy's alive, even though no one else knows or believes he's alive. Now Black Dahlia is in New York. Tommy is Tariq's uncle. Tariq got Dahlia in New York. I'm going to connect all of this and I'm going to bring everybody down. It's going to be a big thing. And I believe by season 5 of Book 2 Ghost, and by season 3 or 4, right, of Force, it's going to be this big thing where they're really going to start putting the pressure, man. And Tariq is going to have to learn another hard lesson when it comes to not listening to your elders, not following orders, not doing what you're told, not respecting protocol. Once Tariq gets his hands on Dahlia, I believe he's going to make a whole lot of money, but a lot of people are going to die. There's going to be new battles for Dahlia, because once he gets Dahlia, now you also got to worry about the competitors getting Dahlia. You know, also, for all we know, Noma may have already heard about Dahlia, and they even already have her hands on some. So if she already has her hands on some, that means the Tejadas and Effie, they're going to get their hands on that. So now you got Noma, who may already have her hands on it. Then you got Tommy, who was around at the start of Dahlia. And it's just going to be this real big thing. And surrounded by it all, Tommy is going to say, hey, Tariq, fall back. Don't do this. This ain't the way. Wars have already been fought over this, and it just started. And Tariq, of course, he's not going to listen. He's been hard-headed since he was 15 years old. He's not going to listen. He's not going to listen. And then I think that's where they're going to save the big Tommy, Tariq, huge crossover, like multiple episodes straight back to back, where we're going to see Tariq and Tommy together putting in work, trying to kill off witnesses, do these type of things, you know what I mean? Try to take out a couple of police as they try to keep themselves from being wrapped up in this huge federal case, right? And that's the way these things are gonna go. And Tariq is in for a whirlwind of even more trouble. Tariq has even more hard lessons to learn, and Tommy has to do even more scolding of Tariq. He may have to hold him over a rooftop again, you know, like, because Tariq is not going to listen. He's going to feel like, hey, I need to win. I need to win, and you trying to tell me not to get this money when this money is here. This is a brand new drug. I'm trying to get to this paper. I'm trying to get to this yaper, you feel me? Now, that's what I think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation. Am I reaching? I feel like, yes, Tariq's organization will get their hand on Dahlia, but it's going to be against Tommy's wishes. It's definitely going to be against Tommy's wishes, and it's going to go bad. It's going to go very bad, you know. People are going to die. People are going to go to jail, you know. You know what I mean? People close, people like, for instance, right? Once Dahlia gets to New York, Now you have the possibility of people like Trace Weston overdosing on the Bad Batch of Dahlia. Now you have the possibilities of people like Brushandria getting their hands on Dahlia, getting themselves in trouble over that. You never know which way it's gonna go. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this theory. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.